Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, joining you from my car, which can only mean one thing. I am at Arsenal's training centre here at London Colney for Mikel Arteta's press conference ahead of tomorrow's North London derby against Spurs. Kicks off in about 50 minutes time, so I shall head in there, we'll see what he's got to say, and I will try and do a video afterwards looking at the main headlines. Obviously injury is going to be a big talking point. Doubt he's going to say much because he never does. Let's face it, I'm sure you're all used to that by now, and we're all certainly used to it as journalists. The questions will still get asked, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to answer too many of them when it comes to updates on the likes of Zinchenko, Partey, Tierney. I saw Antonio Conte's press conference yesterday, and he admitted it, that he just didn't want to give Arsenal any advantage ahead of the game by revealing any of the latest team news. So I'm sure Mikel will be pretty similar when it comes to that, but there'll be plenty of other talking points, I'm sure, as well. Emil Smith-Rowe, of course, after that injury he suffered, and well, the injury that's been plaguing him throughout the season, and the decision that was taken this week for him to go under the knife, have surgery, and now not playing it till December. So I'm sure we'll get Mikel Arteta's first thoughts on that and plenty of other headlines. So I will pop into the building now, get ready for the presser, and yeah, I shall come back afterwards and see what Mikel had to say. Speak to you soon. There's Art DeRocha from The Athletic.
Hello.
Hi everyone, start with a very busy month.
Right, so that's it from Mikel here at London Colney. Didn't give too much away, as I predicted before the press conference. As always, he's keeping things pretty close to his chest about injuries. He was asked about, Partey, Zinchenko, and Tierney. What was his response? I've got it here. Sorry, you're going to have to apologise. I'm going to have to apologise because you're going to see me looking to my left a lot of the time in this video, because I've got the transcript of what Mikel said just next to me. And yeah, he was asked about them, and he kind of joked. He just said they are part of the team. We're kind of smiling as he said it. And when he says part of the team, I don't think he meant there by any means. He wasn't giving away the starting 11. The way he said it, the way he was smiling, he basically meant they are part of the squad of players who might be available. I don't think he was by any means saying that they're definitely started tomorrow. I do certainly expect at least, I think they're going to be there or thereabouts, as I've said in previous videos in this during this week in the build-up to this game. From all accounts, people you speak to in and around the place, and there is an expectation that they should be okay, but wait and see. The last training session has now happened here at London Colney, and ahead of the game. So, and I don't think anything's sort of leaked out yet. I haven't heard anyone's been injured, so fingers crossed. We're going to have a strong side out for it. I mean, Mikel was asked plenty of questions about what it means and everything, the North London derby. You can see what it means when it comes to Mikel Arteta, and he's been here as a player as well as a manager. He knows exactly what this match means, and you can just see that by the way he talks and the sort of passion that comes out when he speaks about Tottenham game. We saw it in the All or Nothing as well, when they went in behind the scenes last season. He got Stuart, the club photographer, to do the team talk before the home game. Stuart's a massive Arsenal fan. He's been around plenty of group of players. He's been working as a photographer for a long time, and I thought it was a really good moment. And Arteta just gets it with those sort of things, I think. And it'll be interesting if he picks anyone to do the team talk tomorrow, because it's something he's done before. That wasn't the only time he's got someone in to do a pre-match team talk, and it'll be interesting if he does that again tomorrow. So elsewhere, other headlines from the press conference. There was a lot of questions about Gabriel Jesus and the fact he's only one game away from a booking now. He's been booked 4 times in his last 5 Premier League games, Jesus, which is pretty mad. I think he's been, for Man City, he was booked 15 times in about 159 games, and he's been booked 4 in his last 5 for Arsenal. Mikel was asked about that, and basically said, look, we can't really change him. He admitted a couple of those bookings were pretty stupid ones, kind of disciplinary things with Jesus. that were avoidable. But in terms of some of the other ones, he knows, Jesus he puts his foot in, he presses from the front, he tries to set the tone, and when you do that, you're going to occasionally mistime a tackle and you're going to get a yellow card. The thing is, for this one, obviously, if he gets booked tomorrow, then he's going to miss a Liverpool game, and that's going to be very, very important. You want Gabriel Jesus playing against Liverpool, but Mikel said, look, we can't change the way he plays. I can't ask him to change his way of playing just because of that. It's something we want to avoid, but I'm not going to tell him to go out there and not put his foot in or anything. And there was plenty of other questions about Jesus and just the whole build up, the fact he wasn't in the Brazil squad, and the fact that Richarlison was playing against him. I think the narrative around Jesus is going to be pretty strong ahead of this game. And I just got the feeling from it, Arteta is desperate to get this game going. He wants to play this match. You can see there's no nerves, there's no tension. He just wants to get out there and play and try and prove a point. And this would be a massive one for Arsenal to win. It would stop, if Tottenham win, they go above Arsenal. You don't want that. You don't want to lose a North London derby. I mean, Arsenal have only lost one North London derby since the move to the Emirates. That was in 2010, when they threw away the 2-goal lead at half-time and lost 3-2, Jonas Kabul scoring the header. This is a game that Arsenal tend to win, and you want to continue that. And it would just set a bit of a tone for the season as well. Having lost at Man United when they come up against the last supposed top 6 team this season, having lost that game, if they go and lose against Spurs again tomorrow as well in the second game against a top 6 club, then questions are going to start being asked about this Arsenal team. Yes, they can beat the teams they are expected to beat, but again, when they come up against the sides who are in or around them, supposed rivals in the Premier League, then they come unstuck. And Mikel won't want those questions coming up, and so he'll be desperate to get a win today, and then that will really take the momentum into the Liverpool game as well. And if Arsenal could get 6 points, imagine if they beat Spurs and then beat Liverpool, back that up with a win against Liverpool next weekend. It'd be a huge statement at this stage of the season for Arsenal. And this is the start of such a massive month, and from what Mikel was saying up there, he knows how important this month is, and this build up to the World Cup, the amount of games they've got, he knows how important, how difficult it's going to be. And starting it all off with a win in the North London derby would just be a huge, huge boost to everyone. And I thought that was really, really apparent from what he had to say up there. It's really difficult to try and do a predicted 11 for this one, just because we don't know the exact nature of who's available and who's not in terms of the injuries. But I'll give it a go anyway. I'm going to go. I think that Zinchenko and Partey are going to be past fit. I think they're going to play, so I'm going to go with them in my starting 11. And remember, this isn't the one necessarily the team that I picked. This is the one that I think, if everyone is available to Mikel Arteta, this is the team that he'll go for. So I think he'll go for Ramsdale. There is an argument, and I've had it upstairs. We've been debating, me and a few of the other Arsenal reporters up there, about Tomiyasu at right back for this one. And how he is a very good option for it. And, I wouldn't be at all surprised if he plays. I don't think he will. I think it'll be Ben White. But I think there is a genuine argument, again, for Tomiyasu starting this one at right back because of the qualities that he can bring, especially up against Richarlison, who I think he'll be up against, and Richarlison's quality in the air. But I still think he'll go Ben White. So I think it'll be Ramsdale in goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. I think he'll go Zinchenko if Zinchenko's fit. So I think that'll be the back 4. And then it'll be Partey, Odegaard, Xhaka, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. I mean, the rest of it picks itself. It's just those couple of those areas, depending on the injuries. But I think even if Zinchenko and Tierney are fit, and I think Tierney played really well against Brentford last time out. And again, I think Tierney, you can look at it and think, is he the better out-and-out defender out of him and Zinchenko? You'd probably say yes. And given the way Tottenham play, the way they press, the way they counter-attack, there is an argument for starting Kieran Tierney. But I still just think with Zinchenko, the way he plays, the way he'll help Arsenal keep possession, and I think that's what Mikel's going to go for. He's not going to really focus on Tottenham being a counter-attacking team. He knows that, he'll be aware of that, but I still think he's going to be like, we want to dictate the way we play. I'm not going to pick a team because I'm scared of Tottenham. I'm going to pick a team that I think will dominate the game, and I think that's why he'll go with Zinchenko, because he'll believe that having Zinchenko at left-back, if he's fit, will give them more control because of the quality he has on the ball, the way he drifts into the midfield area. And I just think that's the way he's going to probably go. So that's my predicted 11 for tomorrow's game. I'll go for it one more time. Ramsdale, White, Gabriel, Saliba, Zinchenko, Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. That's my predicted 11. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with that or not? Let me know what team you'd like to see start. anything that I've said in this video, then please do hit me up in the comments below. Have a very good rest of your day, everyone. Safe travels to everyone heading to the Emirates tomorrow. If you are going, be loud, because we need a big atmosphere in this one tomorrow. Can't wait. I'll be there. So keep your eyes peeled for all the usual stuff from me on a match day. Until then, everyone, have a great day. I'll speak to you soon.